Hey there, this is Steve with Smitty's Flybox. Today we're going to tie an egg sucking leech. This is featured in our beginner fly tying box, January 2026. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a Daiichi woolly bugger streamer hook, size 8. We've got a 4mm bead on there with 6/0 thread. So let's just attach our thread and lay down a nice thread base along the hook there, nice and even. And then we can work our way back, and we'll start with the tail. So once I've got a good thread base, I'm going to go most of the hook back towards the back, right in here. And then let's turn right around and advance our thread about 3/4 of the hook way up the shank. So for the tail, I'm just using purple marabou. We're going to do in the purple color here with chartreuse. Kind of a fun color combination. I want that tail to be about the length of the hook shank. And so once I have that measurement, I'm going to just pinch it right there. But I'm actually not going to tie it in here back here. I'm actually going to tie it in up there. So once I have that measurement, I can switch it to my left hand and trim off the excess. And we're just going to lay it down. I like to tie it in towards the front, right there, and lay it along the hook and tie it down all the way back, just to even up that underbody and get a nice tail there like so. Okay, now we'll repeat that step with our crystal flash chenille. So I'm going to tie that down just behind the bead as well, and just lay that along the hook shank. We'll tie that down to our tie-in point directly above the barb of the hook. Now before I move the thread forward, let's tie in a piece of hackle. So I've just got some nice long pieces of saddle hackle here. I'm going to give myself, I'm tying it in by the tip, so I'm just going to separate some of those barbs and give myself a little area that I can tie down and have that feather hanging out the back. And I'm just going to tie down all that excess right there and advance that thread forward to behind the bead. Alright, now we're ready to start wrapping our material. So I'm going to start with the chenille. So let's go first here. We're going to wrap that over the top away from us and just build a nice tight purple body there. And once I reach the bead, I'm going to hold that straight up in the air, drop my thread over with my left hand about 3 times, add a little tension after each time I drop it over just to secure that in there. And now we can trim off the excess. Now we're ready for the hackle, and we'll kind of do the same thing here, over the top away from us. Make one good turn at the back and then just spiral wrap that forward, creating that hackled body through the chenille. Once I get to the bead, let's do one full turn there. And now I can hold that with my right hand and drop my thread over with my left hand about 3 times. And again, add a little tension to lock that in place, and now we can trim off the excess. You may have some strays hanging out the front. Just take your fingers and pull those back. And let's build a nice little neat collar right there and tie off any clipped ends that we may have showing to clean that fly up. Like so. And now we're ready for some whip finish. Nice firm whip finish and a little super glue or head cement on the head, and we're ready to fish this fly. So hope you enjoyed, and go catch a fish.